The historic failure of MHF in the Torrance Refinery. Dr. Sally Hayati, TRAA President and Chair of the Science Panel.
I'm going to talk on the subject of modified hydrofluoric acid. I'd like to share with you the results of some 2 years of investigation. I want to recognize the contributions of the Torrance Refinery Action Alliance Science Advisory Panel. Every one of these capable people has contributed to, reviewed the material in this, and agrees with the material we're going to present to you. Now, back in 1989, Torrance knew that it had to do what it could to get rid of HF. They wanted to ban it, to get rid of it, to prevent a South Bay Bhopal. This is the worst industrial accident in history. In '84, another toxic volatile gas, methyl isocyanate, which killed up to 15,000 people, injured hundreds of thousands, some permanently, very seriously. In 1989, in the public nuisance lawsuit against Mobile, Torrance stated that an HF release at Torrance could cause a disaster of Bhopal proportions. Hundreds of thousands could be killed and double that seriously injured. That was, the lawsuit was ended in 1990 with a consent decree, which led, unfortunately, to the adoption of modified hydrofluoric acid. The fact is, it failed repeatedly to meet promises. 1990, the promise was that it would form no dense vapor cloud, no cloud whatsoever. 94 admitted it wouldn't be safe, but they claimed it would be less deadly, 65% less airborne acid. They claimed sulfuric acid was more dangerous, which we know for a fact is not the case. Then in 97, the MHF unit failed upon startup, and they slashed the additive and threw up a few barriers around the unit. 95 by Quest Consultants, an independent company that also works for the oil companies, showing that when mixed with hydrocarbons, as in the alkylation unit, 100% of MHF will become airborne, even if it has 50% additive. That was their finding. Also, experts in the AQMD, Air Quality Management District, the EPA, and in the Chemical Safety Board have acknowledged that we have pointed out to serious flaws. So we could spend a whole day showing you data. We don't get shown data now for the claims they're currently making. Instead, we're told it's all been vetted by the safety advisor. And that isn't good enough. None of us have a vested interest in MHF being safe, but we also don't have a vested interest in it being dangerous. So we would love to go back to our personal lives and just do something more interesting than focus on a toxic volatile chemical. Yeah.